like if you invite me for a date,
honestly,
like hello.
I'm leaving my house, gonna get ready,
and now you expect me to go home,
spend my money. So you're back and forth between LA and Sweden.
Yeah.
Have you noticed different vibes between Sweden and LA? Like, is there
for
difference?
sure.
What's the difference between Swedish men and let's say LA men? Because I've heard American men, they're apparently meant to be more forward, more of a gentleman compared to UK men.
Yeah.
Do you find there's a difference between?
You know what? I might be the wrong person to ask because I'm in a relationship.
It's hard. You haven't actually technically experienced it.
I don't really go out, like that. But definitely, I think, a Swedish man will probably approach you like.
What are Swedish men like? Are they worth a sit down? Like, should we go to Sweden?
I doubt we'll find.
I don't know. No. I don't know. Like, it depends on what you like. I think it's definitely an expected thing to, like, go 50-50.
Is it? Well, as in, like, on the bill, they're very much like it.
Yeah.
Rah. How do you feel about that? Like, what's your...
I don't know, because to me, like... I've always had more money than the people I've dated. Yeah.
How do you... I feel like once you're in, like, some sort of entertainment industry...
You're always gonna...
And I think it comes from the fact that white men are supposed to pay because historically they've just always made more money.
Yeah.
Like, back in the days, women couldn't, like, have a credit card or even really...
Even to get a job, it took us a bit of a time compared
you know
to
what
the
I
men.
mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, obviously you have to pay because what am I going to pay with?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But also I think it's like that because Sweden is quite we pride ourselves in being quite equal in general, which I think is ultimately a good thing. But it like, I can't lie, like, it is nice when you're like, oh, I'm a lady, like,
yes.
you're like,
I'm the epitome of, like, I want to be a dancer,
and I definitely
damsel in distress.
Like, save me.
And I think, like, if you invite me for a date,
honestly,
like,
hello,
I'm leaving my house, gonna get ready,
and now you expect me to go home,
spend my money.
It didn't take me half an hour to get ready. It took me, like, how long?
Do you know what I mean? Makeup, hair, clothes.
Yeah. And in America now, because I've always been like, no, like, it's fine. But now, like, when I've gone, even with just guy friends, I'm like,
pay for me.
Guys, I can't lie, I don't really take my card out. Like, obviously I've got Apple Pay.
I don't even,
but
like, you don't do that pretend.
No,
thing.
I don't do that
I
anymore.
used to do that,
Same.
guys. Like, I used to feel so, like, I felt I felt like I needed to show my independence and let them know that I got myself. But now, I'm taking the back seat. I'm gonna sit like,
there.
the bill's here.
Do you know what I've started to do? Before I know they're going to pay the bill, I'm just going to go to the toilet quickly because I'm expecting by the time I come back, it's paid.
You've paid
There's
for it.
no
You know what's
way.
sexy? You know what's sexy? When they, like, disappear for a minute, whatever. Like, oh, I'll be right back.
And they've already...
And then...
it's paid.
And then they say, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
or, like, you with a big group of people and it's like, oh, it's taken care of.
It's like, okay.
Oh, you've done that? When? Oh, okay.
I always wonder, though, for you guys, when do you actually genuinely, like, how many dates would you be like, okay, let me at least offer now? Like, how?
Because I feel like I've got to the point now that I don't even offer anymore.
Not even the genuine one.
I don't even offer anymore because I'm like, I need to make back for the times that I was spending my money. Like, the only time, like, I do pay now is, let's say, like, I'm like, let's do something and you have to book it online.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, let me just quickly book it online. Then I've ended up paying for it.
Well, that's the thing. I think with my boyfriend now, like, we've been together for, 3 years. And, if we book, like, a trip, it's like, I get the plane tickets.
Oh, okay.
And you will get, like, the
accommodation
food,
or the
and
food.
you will get, like the whole, you know what I'm saying? And it's more like that. And honestly, I really don't mind paying for somebody because I'm like, I want to be with you.
Yeah, we're locked
and it's
in.
not for the money. And I know it's not for him either. But yeah, on a little date, it's like,
yeah.
Come on now.
Have you ever felt like, in relationships, that you've ever felt like your personality or certain things that you're doing, your decisions, your career path, those partners would try and tame it. Because I feel like I had a relationship in my life where like how I was, my personality was a bit much. Like being this outgoing, like, open person, especially when someone else isn't. Yeah. I felt like I had to kind of tame myself to make that person feel comfortable. Have you guys ever had that? Yeah.
Like my first boyfriend, it's actually wild now when I think about it, because he actually is, he's in the music, and he started doing music because I was kind of doing music, and he was like, you can do better than me, basically. Wow. And his whole like motivation is to
one up you.
Yeah. Like the whole time. Because when we started dating, I was like, his girl.
Yeah.
And I would just hang out with his friend, and we would do whatever he wanted to, and blah, blah, blah. And then when I started to make moves just in my life, and like something that didn't have anything to do with him, he was like, what's that? Like, what's happening? And now, it's very annoying because he's doing quite well.